Hey, Chris Liepe here with why your range might be capped, like you're running up against a brick wall when you try to practice singing higher, particularly in the context of songs, and a simple exercise to help you break through that frustration and start expanding your range.
Up, going up and down, and down.
Please like and subscribe to the channel, turn those notifications on, and if you'd like more help with your voice, the best place to start is by clicking the link below and joining my free voice course. There's lots of possibilities from there, but start there. Okay, one of the main reasons that people's voices get tapped out is that they're too reliant on their chest voice. They try to do everything with their chest voice. I've talked a lot about mix on this channel and how to access your mixed voice, and ultimately that really is the key to expanding your powerful range and usable range. But it's not the first place to start. We first have to get out of the mentality that everything, that our whole being and vocal journey relies on our chest voice. If we can start developing our head voice in the context of our chest voice, we open up a whole new world of usefulness for our head voice. Most singers are in this position where their chest voice, their normal speaking resonance is very usable, and they feel so afraid of their head voice because it's too airy, or they can't access it consistently, or they can't even find their break. So what I'm going to do in this lesson is help you to create a better awareness of your head voice, because that's really where expanding your range starts. It's not with pursuing mix. You can't pursue mix until you have a great understanding of how your head voice feels in the context of your chest voice. And the best place to do that is the best way to do that is by creating an exercise for yourself like this. Choose a common, wonderful chest note or group of notes that you know you can hit in your chest voice. And rather than pushing up with your chest voice to go higher and higher, let yourself crack and break up into your head voice and milk that head voice. Make sure that you've got closure. It's not it's a nice round sound. To do this, drop your larynx, raise your soft palate like you're yawning. And start with an H. And compare and contrast the sound of the feel of the H with a good, healthy head voice. You shouldn't run out of breath very quickly if you're doing it right. Joining it to your chest voice with an obvious break is going to be the next step. I'm going down. See what I just did there? I'm going down. I can clearly hit that note in my chest. But I'm intentionally doing it in my head voice. Stay with me. I'm going down. Then I'm pushing up into my chest voice. I chose a note down that I was able to hit in head voice and chest voice, and then felt the transition of going from head to chest on the same note. Down. Now I'm accentuating that break. I want that break there. I'm letting out, it's like I'm letting out air. and then naming a pitch afterward. Down. So if I slow that down, down, but I'm making it one motion. I'm going down. This is so important because what I've done is I've shown my mind and my voice that I can first access a note with head voice and then turn it into a chest voice note. This is going to trigger a chain of events that's going to awaken muscle memory in your vocal tract that as you go higher and you learn to do this with higher pitches, right here. I'm going down. I'm going down. I'm going down. Learning the coordination lower, that's a harder note for me to hit. But starting in chest, breaking into head, down, down. Don't even worry about closing the vowel. Down. Learning that exact coordination and feeling that out in different parts of your range is going to help you unlock higher notes without tension. I do this all the time where I'll start, and you can see it in some of my performances on YouTube even, where I start thin in my head voice and then ease in a chest note. And then it gets gritty. And then I go back out of it. You can hear guys like Jeff Buckley do this a ton. Jimmy Necco of Ours does this. And that's, in fact, Jimmy Necco is where I actually picked this up from, this idea. Because he can get wickedly high, but a lot of times he'll start in head voice. I will say that this technique is difficult and takes time. Once you get that flip, and then practice changing things around, changing your muscles around, changing your positioning around. It's not something that I can say, check these boxes here and you'll get that flip and then you'll get the blend. It's something that you have to feel out and experience in your own voice. But this is where to start. Your exercising might sound something like this. And before I go on and demonstrate the exercise and what I do to kind of warm up in this way, if you're having trouble finding the flip into your head voice, make sure that you precede it like I did earlier, by just letting out air and feeling that flip without trying to go for a particular note. It's that kind of thing, that sigh. Feel the sigh. And then bring the closure back in with your head voice. All right, here's how I practice this all over. And here's how I bring it in to more solid chest notes. This has probably been the single best exercise for me in unlocking my higher range without tension. Because it causes you to stumble upon mixed voice. It's another way to stumble upon mixed voice in those sensations that you wouldn't do if you're just reaching higher and higher with your chest voice. I'm going down. 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 Open up those vowels as you bring your chest back in. I'm going down. I'm going down. Notice how I cracked back when I was trying to bring that in. Down, 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 down. Giving yourself permission to go to head voice first is the key. If I reach for that note, down, in chest, it doesn't work. Down, so much more natural. Down, down,
down, down.
That, after lots of practice, is the type of approach that you're going to be able to take. Entering real quickly into a head voice note and then bringing in the support and the muscle memory around it. It'll feel like a chest note and you are working in mix. You're not simply pushing your chest voice higher and higher. I've done a lot more videos that lead up to this kind of technique and this kind of exercise. So be sure to check out more of my videos, particularly in my free voice course, so that you understand how to dial in your support correctly. If you don't understand how to dial in your support correctly, this is not going to work. A proper lower support, poop muscle support that I cover in my free course is what's going to have to be in place in order for this to work. So, hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought of the exercise. We'll see you for more.